Okay, boys and girls, we're going to start with our learning target first. Okay, so what we need to learn today by the end of the lesson. I can subtract by counting back or counting on. So those are a couple of strategies that we're going to be working with for subtraction today. Last time we used some number lines with me and with Miss Ross, and so you learned that and how to use that. So this time we're going to be working with our number lines again, but we're going to have two different strategies, counting back or counting on. We're going to start by counting back, okay? It's kind of like doing a rocket countdown, but we have our first problem here, 7 minus 1 equals blank. And remember, we're going to start with the 7 where it belongs, but before we do that, we have to know how to number our number lines. So remember, we start with what? Yeah, we're going to start with 0 this time. 0, 1, 2. And the reason why I'm showing you is because we have to be able to do this on our own too, at home. Okay, I'm just going to stop at 10 there. So we are going to start that frog with the bigger number that we're subtracting from, that we're taking away from. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 7 where it belongs. Oh, there it is. Okay, and go ahead and put your frog there. And then this time we're just taking 1 away. Later on, we're going to try and take 2 away again, okay? With this strategy of counting back. So far we're on the 7. We're gonna count back 1 because we have to take 1 away. So remember, when we do that, the frog isn't going to go this way, is he? He's going to go backwards. So that's where the counting back comes into play. All right, so we're going to count back. Here we go. 7, 6. And there he goes. Okay, so our answer, see how quick that was? Pretty simple strategy, right? So 6 is the answer. And we're going to come down here. We're going to do that counting back again. Okay, remember, backwards. The frog is going to go backwards on the number line again. So I'm going to renumber down here. You can be doing the same. It's good practice putting your numbers in order like this. You can even count it out loud when you guys are doing it at home, okay? So once again, we're going to start that frog on the 7. Okay, because that's the number that we're taking away from once again. So I'm going to go ahead and find the 7. Where is that 7? Oh, there he is. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and make my dot on there where the frog belongs. And I'm going to count back this time. I'm going to count back 2. So you're going to go ahead and put your pencil or your marker on there, whatever you're using, and you're going to count backwards. You can be looking at the numbers when you're doing this. So let's say the number 7 and count back 2. 6, 5. So the frog did 2 jumps there again. So he landed on what? Yeah, he landed on the 5 exactly. I'm going to go ahead and write my 5 there. So that's one way that we are counting back. Okay, that's one strategy. The other strategy that's in our learning target today is counting on. So when we count on, sometimes I like to use my fingers for this, and we're going to still look at the number line in just a second, but sometimes I like to use my fingers because that's what I have with me all the time. Okay, so if I have, just to back it up here, if we are counting on, we're going to start with the littler number, actually. We're going to start with that littler number. And we're going to count on, we're going to count up to that 7. So if I have 1, okay, if I have 1, then I'm going to count up to 7 until I get there. Okay, so let's do that. Let's say the number 1 and then count up to the 7. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more makes 7, right? So there's the 6 that we landed on. That's one way to do it. So for the other one, we're going to start at 2. We're going to kind of think it 2. We're going to say it 2 and count up to 7 again. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we landed on 5. That is counting on. Another way to do that, you can even just use your finger and put it on the number line to help you with this, because we've already created our number lines, haven't we? So put your finger on the little number, okay, the 1, because we're going to be counting on. All right, so 1, put your finger on the 1, and we're going to do our frog jumps going up because we're counting on. We're going to go all the way up to the 7. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our answer. Okay, well, let's double check the one down here also and start with putting our finger on the 2. That's a smaller number, right? So we're going to put our finger on the 2 and we're going to count up to 7. Are you ready? Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our dot, and we landed doing 5 frog jumps in the end. Okay? So that is counting back and counting on. 2 different strategies that you can use that are pretty easy, using a number line or even using our fingers like we did today. Nice job, everybody.